Let's get straight to the big political story this evening. His political chops have earned him the moniker Chanakya of Indian politics. Some people even call him the wily old fox of Indian politics. And today, he has dropped a bombshell. We are talking about Sharad Pawar, who has announced that he will be resigning from his position as the chief of the NCP, a party that he founded. The 82-year-old is one of India's tallest leaders. He has said that the time has come for him to step down and allow a new generation of leaders to guide the party. The question is, who will be his successor? There is a Parivar Vivad, as it were, over the succession. Will it be Ajit Pawar, who has given enough and more signals about quitting the party and joining the BJP? Or will it be Sharad Pawar's daughter, Supriya Sule? What Sharad Pawar says is that a party panel will take a final decision on that matter. First, let's listen in to Sharad Pawar.
Ajit Pawar Sule आणि इतकी वर्ष संधी मिळाल्याच्या नंतर आणखी लोकसंघाच्या समाजाची भूमिका मी तर कधी घेणार नाही आणि त्यामुळं तुम्हाला अस्वस्थता कदाचित वाटेल पण मी राष्ट्रवादी काँग्रेस पक्षाच्या अध्यक्षपदावरून निवडणूक करायचा निर्णय आज घेतलेला आहे. हे जरी असलं.
Okay, so he's making one thing very clear. He says he's not retiring from public life. He's not taking a backseat from politics, but he's definitely not going to contest elections after this. And then, of course, came the high-octane drama at the book release function where this resignation, where this retirement actually was announced. From shock to tears and even slogans demanding that Mr. Pawar take back his announcement. These are all party workers speaking one by one, urging him to take back his resignation. Emotions were running high today. In fact, party workers broke into a full-blown dharna as well, right there at the book launch function. From Jayant Patil, who broke down, urging Mr. Pawar to take back his resignation, to Chhagan Bhujbal, deeming the move unacceptable, they all spoke in one voice, that of disappointment. Listen in.
बघा, शरद पवार साहेब एक अनुभवी नेता आणि ते त्या एनसीपीचे राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष म्हणून ते काम करत होते. त्यांचा अनुभवाचा नेहमी फायदा सगळ्यांना झालेला आहे. एनसीपीला झालाय आणि अनेक पक्षाच्या संघटनेच्या दृष्टिकोनातून त्यांचं महत्त्वाचं काम राहिलेलं आहे. त्यांनी कुठल्या कारणाने राजीनामा दिला हे सांगणं कठीण आहे. आपल्याच मीडियाच्या माध्यमातून अजितदादाच्या बद्दलचं वारंवार येत होतं. काय विषय आहेत नेमका आज त्याच्यावरची आपल्याला चर्चा करणं हे योग्य नाही आणि याचा एमव्हीवर कुठलाही फरक पडणार नाही कारण
And as we speak, Ajit Pawar, Sharad Pawar's nephew, is holding a press conference and he's saying that Mr. Sharad Pawar might, just might, reconsider his decision to resign as the NCP chief. This has just about happened. Just listen in.
आम्ही सगळेजण आम्हाला माहिती नाही जो तो आपापल्या परीनं सिल्वर ओकला गेला. सिल्वर ओकल्यानंतर आम्ही सगळ्यांनी पवार साहेबांना सांगितलं की पवार साहेब सगळ्या महाराष्ट्राची आणि सगळ्या कार्यकर्त्यांची तशा प्रकारची इच्छा आहे. साहेबांनी सांगितलं की मी निरोप दिलेला कारण ते सगळं हे लाईव्ह चाललंय बरं का. तुम्ही जे घोषणा देताय ते तिथं साहेब टीव्हीवर बघतायत चॅनलला आणि त्यांनी सांगितलं की तुम्ही आता तिथं जाऊन माझा निरोप द्या. ते म्हणाले की मला माझा निर्णय आता मी दिलेला आहे परंतु तुमच्या सगळ्यांच्या आग्रहाखातर मला विचार करायला 2 ते 3 दिवस लागतील. मात्र हे म्हणणे मी विचार केव्हा करीन. इथले सगळे कार्यकर्ते आपापल्या घरी निघून जायचं.
Let me go straight across to Abhishek, who is joining us on the broadcast. Also welcoming on the broadcast, Sanjay Jha. Sanjay, thank you very much. Let me quickly go across to Abhishek because there has been this very interesting development. Abhishek, is Mr. Ajit Pawar saying that Sharad Pawar may just take back his resignation? Or is he just saying it so that workers from the NCP who have been protesting and crying and sitting on a dharna go back?
Definitely we will have to understand, he is telling that he has come with a message that he has sent across to the party workers who are protesting here as well across the state of Maharashtra. Several resignations have come forward after he stepping down. So what he said as a message, and he along with other senior NCP leaders had gone to Silver Oak, his residence, to convince Pawar to reconsider this decision. And on that, he also said that several party workers are on hunger strike. So he over here came and said that Sharad Pawar has sent me with a message that he will take time to reconsider his decision, maybe 2 to 3 days, and kindly to tell those party workers who are protesting, who are on the hunger strike, to call off their strike and, don't take it further. So this is what is a message. But definitely we can also read between the line whether this been quelled at the moment and after 3 days. But on the other side, party workers are firm on the stand that after 3 days, if the senior Pawar doesn't reconsider his decision, they will start the protest again. But today, if we look at the body language of Ajit Pawar, it was very much clear enough. Since morning, everyone was emotional. He too was emotional, but he was of the firm opinion that now Sharad Pawar is held condition. Looking at his age, the decision should be taken, and new leadership should come into picture and take the lead when it comes to the party president post. So definitely, as per the body language of Ajit Pawar, it was clear enough that he is in unison when it comes to the decision taken by Sharad Pawar. But on the other hand, we have seen across the state of Maharashtra, party workers, MPs, MLAs, all were emotionally appealing Sharad Pawar to reconsider. And now he has sent a message that please call off your strike, don't sit on hunger strike, I will reconsider. To reconsider or not, give me some time, 2 to 3 days, and then I will decide whether I will get back to the post of party president or continue my resignation and make way for the new leadership to come into future. Back to you.
Okay. Thank you, Abhishek. We'll leave it there for the moment. Thank you very much for getting us that piece of information and, more importantly, I think, giving us some perspective on it. Sanjay Jha, you're joining us on the broadcast. You're someone who's seen Maharashtra's politics very closely. You've been observing the story since morning. Mr. Sharad Pawar is 82. I doubt he's taking his resignation back anytime soon. He's done. He's saying, I'm not resigning, but I simply will not fight the next election. He's not taking this resignation back, is he?
Politicians are capable of springing up a surprise just when you least expect it. But having said that, Shreya, I tend to agree with you. I will be stunned if he were to do a U-turn. That's the conventional strategy that many politicians have deployed in the past. And I don't think Sharad Pawar, he's a veteran, that he would like to kind of play by the same playbook. I think the problem that I foresee for the NCP is really going to be in terms of the transition. One is because you have a founder. I mean, not just, of course, people have seen him as the NCP head for a long time. But if you look at his track record when he was in the Congress, it's been quite stellar as a chief minister of Maharashtra in the central cabinet of Mr. Manmohan Singh's government, et cetera, et cetera. So I think if he is now quitting, which looks like it's almost with some certitude of finality, it does give the challenge for the NCP because of the environment has been soaked with these rumors of a split and Ajit Pawar moving over to the other side to form a government with the BJP. I think it puts everyone in the NCP, the karyakarta, the workers, it puts them in a huge dilemma. What's the way forward? And I think politicians don't like uncertainty, which is why I think this has been an attempt to douse the current, crisis of people threatening to kind of go on a fast unto death, et cetera, et cetera. But I think it's a fait accompli. NCP has to move forward. And whether it is Ajit Pawar or Supriya Sule, it will have ramifications either way. So we'll have to wait and see what happens.
Where do you see that battle going? I mean, who succeeds Sharad Pawar is a question. Most people in my newsroom seem to think it's going to be Ajit Pawar. They say, look, he's the one who has been threatening to quit. As you said, the environment is soaked in rumors. The BJP is not helping either, fishing in troubled waters, openly inviting Ajit Pawar to their side, etc., etc. Supriya Sule, Ajit Pawar, we saw both of them today happily smile in front of the cameras to say all is well within our parivar. So it's not just the Sangh parivar which is going to be a problem for Mr. Sharad Pawar. It's even his own parivar, because It's all very well to say that it is a panel which the party forms. Senior party leaders will form a panel and they'll pick the next chief of the NCP. Is that how it will play out, or will Mr. Sharad Pawar have a say as well? Or is the entire formation of a panel just a formality? A decision has already been made. What's your guess on that?
Yeah, let me tell you, if you look at regional parties, if they remain out of power for too long, especially in the environment of the Operation Lotus politics that we live in today, it's almost been normalized. Parties that remain out of power are extremely vulnerable to their parties splitting or their MLAs defecting from them. And especially because of the brazen aggression with which the BJP has been poaching MLAs from different political parties all over the country. I think the risk that the NCP, I'm sure, is internally looking at is that they have been in opposition now for a while. It's a call that they, I'm sure, are internally taking. I mean, which way is the wind blowing for 2024? Now, obviously, in the Lok Sabha, you can't expect NCP to be a significant presence. Even if the MVA were to do well, it will be a three-party formation, which means that the party has to believe that they will form a government with the MVA in 2024. Now, that's a call that the NCP has to take. I know for a fact that the Congress and Uddhav Thackeray and many NCP people believe that they can, defeat the BJP. But there are people who might be paranoid that if we don't, then for NCP, it can become an existential crisis. See, a Congress can fight all over the country. Congress can come back in some state. It might be winning Karnataka in another 10 days. But the NCP is only a Maharashtra-based party. And if you remain in the fringe of electoral triumph for too long, then given the dynamic of politics of the day, they worry whether the party will survive at all. I think this is a call which I think is what Sharad Pawar and Ajit Pawar and Supriya Sule will have to battle with.
All right, we'll leave it there for the moment. Sanjay Jha, always good to get your perspective on stories, especially political stories and stories with cricket. I would have invited you for the Virat Kohli, Gautam Gambhir story as well, but some other time. That's quite the explosion that has blown up. We'll leave it there. We'll leave it there. Bye. Bye, Sanjay. Thank you very much. Slipping into a break. Up next, everything that has happened in Karnataka. There's the PFI, there's the Bajrang Dal, and there's the Prime Minister there as well. Lots is happening. Do stay with us.